Have you ever watched your dog scratch their bed before lying down and thought, why do they do that? Maybe they dig at the blanket, paw at the cushion, circle a few times, scratch again, and then finally collapse like they just finished building a tiny house. Most owners laugh it off as a funny habit. Some get annoyed because the bed gets messy, the blanket gets pushed around, or the scratching sound happens every single night. But here's what most people don't realize. When your dog scratches their bed, they may be doing something much deeper than simply getting comfortable. That tiny bedtime ritual can reveal ancient instinct, emotional comfort, scent marking, temperature needs, anxiety, or even physical discomfort. And the most important part is this. Not all bed scratching means the same thing. One type is completely normal. Another type may be your dog's quiet way of saying, something doesn't feel right. Dogs speak through small behaviors. They don't tell us, I'm anxious, or my body hurts, or this place doesn't feel safe. Instead, they communicate through movement. A look, a sigh, a paw, a repeated action before sleep. Bed scratching is one of those behaviors that looks simple on the surface, but can carry several meanings underneath. To understand it, you have to stop seeing it as random and start seeing it as a message. Because to your dog, sleep is not just the end of the day. Sleep is the moment when their body becomes vulnerable, their eyes close, and they trust the environment around them. Long before dogs slept on soft beds inside warm homes, their ancestors slept outside on grass, dirt, leaves, and uneven ground. Before lying down, wild canines would often scratch and dig at the ground to prepare a safer resting place. They were clearing away sticks, insects, sharp objects, and anything hidden beneath the surface. They were flattening grass and shaping the ground so their bodies could rest. So when your dog scratches a soft bed today, part of that behavior may come from an ancient survival routine. Your dog may live in a modern home, but their body still carries old instincts. That's why even dogs who have never slept outside may still do it. A tiny indoor dog may dig at a blanket like they are preparing a patch of forest floor. A golden retriever may circle and scratch the same cushion every night, even though nothing has changed. It is instinct, and instinct doesn't need logic. It only needs a trigger. The moment your dog gets ready to rest, an old pattern switches on. Check the spot, shape the surface, make it safe, then lie down. But instinct is only one layer. Another common reason dogs scratch their bed is comfort. Think about what you do before sleeping. You adjust your pillow. You pull the blanket higher. You turn to one side, then the other. Dogs do something similar, but with their paws. They scratch to move the fabric, soften the surface, push the blanket into place, or create a small dip where their body fits. What looks like digging may simply be your dog saying, this spot is almost right, but not quite. Some dogs also scratch because they are creating a nest. They push the blanket into a pile, scratch the middle, circle over it, and curl up inside. To us, it may seem unnecessary, but to your dog, that little sleeping spot is personal. It has to feel right. It has to smell right. It has to make them feel protected. This is why your dog may ignore a perfectly neat bed and instead rearrange it into something that looks messy to you, but perfect to them. There is also a hidden scent reason behind this behavior. Dogs have scent glands in their paws. When they press, rub, and scratch their sleeping area, they can leave behind their own scent. To humans, that bed may just smell like fabric. But to your dog, scent is information. It tells them what belongs to them, where they feel safe, and what feels familiar. When your dog scratches their bed, they may be quietly marking it as their safe place, not in an aggressive way, but in an emotional way. They are making the space smell like home. This scent marking can be especially comforting if your dog is sensitive, newly adopted, or adjusting to a change in the home. A bed that smells familiar can become an emotional anchor. It can tell your dog, I have been here before. I am safe here. This is my place. And if that bed is near you, beside your desk, next to your couch, or in your bedroom, the meaning can become even deeper. Your dog may not only be claiming the bed, they may be connecting their safe place to the person they trust most. For many dogs, scratching before sleep is also a calming routine. Just like some people need a certain bedtime habit before they can relax, dogs may repeat small actions to settle their nervous system. They scratch, they circle, they sniff, they sigh, then they lie down. If your dog scratches calmly for a few seconds and then sleeps peacefully, it is usually nothing to worry about. It may simply be their way of preparing for rest, but this is where you need to pay attention. A relaxed scratch is very different from a frantic one. If your dog scratches gently, circles once or twice, and lies down, that is usually normal. But if they scratch intensely, repeatedly, and cannot settle, it may mean something else. Watch the whole body, not just the paws. Are they panting, whining, pacing, trembling, or staring at the door? Are their eyes wide, ears pulled back, or body tense? If so, your dog may not just be making the bed comfortable, they may be trying to release stress. Bed scratching can sometimes be a sign of anxiety, especially when something changes at home. A new pet, a new baby, a move, a different schedule, loud noises, less exercise, or separation anxiety. Some dogs show stress most clearly at bedtime, when the house becomes quiet and distractions disappear. During the day, they may seem fine, but at night, their nervous system has nothing to hide behind. So they scratch, circle, lie down, get up, and start again. The owner thinks, why won't you just sleep? But the real question is, what is making you feel unsafe? Bed scratching can also point to physical discomfort, especially if it appears suddenly or becomes more intense. If your dog keeps scratching, lying down, getting up, and still cannot settle, something may be bothering them. Joint stiffness, sore muscles, itchy skin, fleas, allergies, digestive discomfort, or pain can all make rest difficult. Older dogs may reposition often because their hips, back, or elbows hurt. Dogs often hide pain, so a change in their sleeping routine can be an early clue. Don't panic over every scratch, but notice when the pattern changes. Temperature can also play a role. In the wild, scratching the ground could help uncover cooler soil or create a warmer spot. Modern dogs may still scratch when they feel too hot, too cold, or need to adjust the surface. If your dog scratches more in hot weather, after exercise, or on cold nights, they may be trying to make the bed feel better. Some move to the floor when the bed is too warm, while others gather blankets for extra warmth. So what should you do when your dog scratches their bed? First, don't punish them. They are not trying to annoy you. They are trying to meet a need. Instead, observe the pattern. Do they scratch calmly and then sleep? That is usually fine. Do they scratch more when the weather changes? The bed may be too hot or too cold. Do they scratch when you leave the room? Anxiety may be involved. Do they scratch and struggle to lie down? Physical discomfort may be worth checking. The goal is not to stop every scratch. The goal is to understand what kind of scratch it is. You can help by making their sleeping area more comfortable. Try different textures. Some dogs love soft, fluffy beds, while others prefer firmer surfaces. Some enjoy blankets they can move around, but others dislike bedding that shifts too much. Keep the bed clean, but avoid strong detergents because familiar scent can help dogs feel safe. Place the bed somewhere quiet, secure, and comfortable. For many dogs, the best bed is not the most expensive one. It is the one where they feel protected. A predictable bedtime routine can also help. A calm walk, quiet energy, dimmer lights, and a familiar sleeping spot can tell your dog's body that it is safe to relax. Dogs feel safer when life has patterns. When their day includes enough movement, sniffing, play, and connection, they are more likely to settle peacefully at night. But if the scratching becomes extreme, obsessive, or appears with signs of distress, talk to a veterinarian or a qualified behavior professional. Behavior is information. A sudden change in sleep behavior is worth taking seriously, especially if it comes with restlessness, pain, appetite changes, skin irritation, or unusual anxiety. So the next time your dog scratches their bed before lying down, don't dismiss it as just a strange habit. In those little paws, there may be ancient instinct, comfort, scent, memory, temperature, emotion, or even a quiet request for help. Your dog is not just making noise, they are preparing a place where they can feel safe enough to sleep. Tonight, watch closely. Are they calm? Are they restless? Are they building comfort or trying to tell you something? Because sometimes, the smallest bedtime habit can reveal the biggest truth about how your dog feels. And the more you understand those quiet signals, the more your dog learns one powerful thing about you. This human listens. Does your dog scratch their bed before sleeping? Tell us in the comments what they do, and subscribe for more dog psychology videos.